Yeah, speaking of cooking, let's get on into our first interview of the morning. Appetite to Travel was created by a culinary dietitian and self-proclaimed food nerd, Casey Lobb, and now, after 20 years, has released her first gluten-free and dairy-free cookbook.
She joins us now via Zoom to share more about her flavorful journey and how she's helping food lovers explore the world, one gluten-free bite at a time. Her newly released book is titled The Gluten-Free Sourdough Cookbook, and Casey joins us now. Right when you least expect it, she pops on your screen. Good morning, Casey.
He's been trying to plug that all morning long.
We love your book. Well, what triggered you to write this? Because this is really unique, 35 unique recipes.
I wrote this book because I have lived it. I struggled with gluten and dairy-free recipes and products out there that didn't taste any good. And so I wrote the book that I needed. And also I wrote the book that my patients for the last 18 years have needed.
There are so many different kind of like food conscious cookbooks out there. So what do you think makes yours different and stand out from the rest?
There's a couple of things that I designed the book to be more accessible. So like I don't use any scales whenever we're weighing the flour, and I don't use any strange ingredients. So I found that in all of the books out there, you have to use the scales, and it makes it very intimidating. And in my cooking classes I've been doing for several years, those are the two things that I found were really getting people to not want to bake in their own kitchen.
Is this something for everybody, like a rookie cook like me, or do you have to have a lot of savvy experience like yourself, Casey?
Absolutely. My husband can make every recipe.
Oh. Well, what are some of your favorite recipes within the book?
My favorite recipe right now, because we're going into summer, is the pizza crust.
Ooh.
And there's the secret of using sourdough in the pizza crust. So I can even make extra and reheat it the next day because, I don't know, it reminds me of college days maybe. And this is the only gluten-free pizza crust I've found that you can do that with.
What's interesting too is, like, I think sourdough, and for some reason I think you have to be super savvy. It kind of is an intimidating thing to create sourdough and make different things with it. But you're cooking pizza, you're making pizza dough with sourdough as well. So it really is that simple.
Yeah. I love making crackers. That's in the cookbook. It's basically everything that you like to eat, and we harness the power of sourdough starter and make it taste like the real thing, even though it's gluten and dairy free.
When did gluten-free options become such like a big phenomenon in our country? You know, when I was growing up, it was like lice and peanuts. Like those were big deals. And I feel like restaurants and books like yourself have done a great job with the GS and the GF logos, gluten-sensitive, gluten-free logos. When did you notice this kind of start just spreading throughout the country? Like, we really need to be cognizant of this, Casey.
Yeah. So we've done gluten-free, and as dietitian, we've recommended gluten-free for a long time for people with celiac disease. And then we started identifying there was people who couldn't tolerate it, and what we call non-celiac gluten sensitivity. And since that, it's even grown that we've identified that if you have autoimmune disease and certain other conditions in your gut, that you can benefit from even taking a gluten holiday. But your body can just relax and not always be at war with itself because it's triggered by these things in gluten.
Where can people find your book if they're looking for it? Maybe this is something they want to start trying in their life, integrating, or they need those gluten-free, dairy-free recipes. Where can they go and shop your book?
Yeah. Well, right now my book is on Amazon. All you have to do is type in my name, Casey Lobb, and cookbook, or you can type in the gluten-free sourdough cookbook. It's also, if you want an autographed copy, you can get that from my website, appetitetotravel.com.
I'm ready for some gluten-free pizza crust.
I got one thing, because it says Appetite to Travel is your name. Favorite global destination you have gone for some gluten-free eats?
That's a good question.
Oh my gosh. My favorite, I just went to London,
Oh,
and my
my
favorite
fave.
though is where I'm going next. It's always where I'm going next, and I'll head to Spain in October.
Gosh.
So tends to be my favorite, and I'm looking forward to some gluten-free paella.
Oh, I'm
What
excited
about
for you.
gluten-free fish and chips? Are those on the menu?
Maybe. Awesome, Casey. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks, Casey. Congratulations on the new book. You can purchase the Gluten-Free Sourdough Cookbook, like Casey said, on Amazon, but the easiest way to get it is at appetitetotravel.com.